one that sticks out the most to me is like singing hymns at Gadfield, Elm, and Oxford. I think part of that is we're taking our religion and putting it in the context of other traditions, and so I think that's what makes it like extra powerful to me. Hymns have always been a good way for me to feel the Spirit. Singing hymns or listening to hymns helps me feel the Spirit. Music touches my heart in that way, I feel like. So I feel like that's always been a surefire way for me to feel the Spirit, and so I think taking those things that already touch my heart and putting them in a new place like widens the world for me a little bit by taking something I love and putting it in a new context of what someone else loves and treasures. So I think especially at Oxford, with Reverend Teal, like we're singing this hymn that means so much to us and has a different meaning to him, because they, sing that or like celebrate that hymn in their own way, just like we worship the same God, just in different ways. And so I think that just like adds to the beauty of it for me. I mean, I said a little bit how music has always been a good way for me to feel the Spirit, so I think it's definitely been a big part of my religious and spiritual life. I used to take voice lessons from a woman in my ward, and so we would sing a lot of hymns, and that would be a lot of my practice, would be singing different hymns or recognizing hymns. And so I feel like that formed a connection with hymns to me. And I also just love music. Music has been a big part of my life, so I think that's a way that I connect with Heavenly Father, like partially because it's something that I love and like a talent in some way that I'm given by Him. And so I feel like it's a way for me to connect to Him, because it was like my love of music was given to me by Him, it feels like. So it feels like that's a way that we like talk. So I think that's why it's been such an important part, like honestly just a pivotal part of my religious beliefs. Okay, I have two songs that help me feel the Spirit. I think they're somewhat basic, but that's okay, that means they're good ones. Come Thou Fountain of Every Blessing is a favorite of mine, and that one is one that I like sang as part of my voice lesson, so I did like a performance to that song. So that one I always treasure a little bit. When it was added to the hymn book, I was like gonna do a cartwheel. I was so happy because it's just something that means a lot to me, because when you're singing a song like that, you really have to dive deep into the words, which I mean, we sing that hymn or we sing it and we're just like, okay, like let me make sure I'm getting the notes right, but as a singer you want to put like the emphasis on the right words, and so I think you're diving into that text in a way that like we analyze literature almost, and so I think it's just gained so much more meaning for me, partially because it's like a tune that I can always sing, it's like ingrained in my mind now, but it's also like the meaning to me has just multiplied by all that study of it. And then another one is A Child's Prayer. I love that song. That one just always touches my heart, especially when they have the rendition where they have like the little kids saying one part and then the older kids sing like the response of the second verse. So it's like, Heavenly Father, are you really there? And it's like, pray, He is there. Anyway, that just like, oh, it'll make me cry thinking about it. I just think it's so beautiful to know that we can like guide others in the gospel and give that comfort. It honestly reminds me of like going on my mission, like giving people the comfort of knowing that like their Heavenly Father loves them and actually is there and cares about them in a world that can feel kind of harsh. And so I think it's beautiful to think about just the power of music in so many ways. Like Come Thou Fountain is such a personal song to me, but A Child's Prayer reminds me just the power of a song.